What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you being here. Let's get right into this next part of the Saxon playthrough. We've done everything on this turn, so it's time to end the turn. What do we got? No faction announcements. Okay, the first thing of this part, we're going to start off with a battle. Looks like we don't have a lot to worry about with this siege here, but we're going to take Burdigala, or attempt to. I guess Flavius is the commander here. Only 2 command stars. Doesn't have anything on the ancillary side much. Doesn't have any kind of morale bonus or anything like that. He's got superstitious. That'll give him +1 morale. But my commander, of course, has a good amount of command stars. Okay, looks like he doesn't really have many men in the garrison, so I don't have to worry about multiple entry points. We'll just go straight through the gateway. That way I don't have to spend as much on repairing the walls. Okay, so if I can do this correctly, I'll try to catch his Meditenses off guard. Don't know if that's going to be possible. Get out of the way. Okay, what do I want to do here? Run so the missiles aren't hitting us too much there. Charge in there. There we go. Getting a few kills here. I was about to throw some spears in. Took a few casualties there. If I'm able to wipe out most of the committed Tenseis here before I take too many casualties, that'll be worth. Oh yeah, I got the route. These guys are steady, so I don't want to lose any more cav if I can. So I'm going to move these guys away. I was able to kill almost all of the committed Tensei, so I'm not super worried about that. Now, if I'm able to micro this correctly, maybe I can get some crazy kind of charge here. Is that going to be a route? Wavering? Yes, no, maybe. Am I getting the route here? Still wavering? If I can get this unit to waver, I don't want to lose any generals if I can. Let's bring my general out. Got the route there. That's 2 units routed just from my general's cav. Let's go ahead and chase these down. Move these guys out. I don't think I've got enough cav power to route the Limitanie. So I think I'm going to keep them out of the fight, to be honest with you. But I am going to bring my Heerban over. Bring these guys in. Bring the Saxon Hearth. I said Heerban, but they're actually Saxon Hearth. So it should be good to go ahead and bring them out of the gate. Let's go ahead and move our general out. Just these 2 units of Saxon Hearth should be more than enough to wipe out the Limitanie. I'm hoping I get a crazy engagement with it. Get a rear cav charge with my faction leader, of course. Okay, so I need to bring my cav over here because they're trying to target my cav. Just like so. Take them out of shield wall. Attack. Take these guys out of shield wall. Oh yeah, they're exhausted too. I've took 1 casualty so far. That's insane. Charge them from this angle. Oh yeah. Beautiful. And then a cav charge from this angle, and that should rout them immediately. There we go. Boom. Wavering. Oh yeah. They're about to get wrecked. There they go. That's that. I've lost 6 units. Or 6 men out of that unit. Out of that whole engagement. Beautiful. Okay, now let's bring our levy spearmen up to the town center. Trigger the general. There we go. What are they? The Plumbatari. Oh, geez. That's not going to be good. Hit the Federati Cav. There we go. Losing several men to the Plumbatari there. If I can get my generals in, I should be able to wipe out the rest. As long as I don't get a rout. Well, there goes one guy rout, but the other guys are eager, so I'm not as concerned with that. Everybody's eager. Let's take these guys out of Spear War. Attack the general. Yep, there goes the Imperial Bodyguard. Well, these guys are routing, but are they routing to the town center? Or where are they routing to? Alright, let's line up our men like so. Let's bring my cav out on the flank there. Now his Imperial German Bodyguard is suffering for sure. Charge from the rear. And you guys charge the Plumbatari. There goes the general. Now charged from this angle. That should be it. Hopefully they rout now. Steady. Broken. Nice. Booyah. Let's go. Another general dead. There we go. Not too bad. There we go. Should we exterminate or occupy? Why not exterminate? Wouldn't hurt. I can retrain my cav and recruit another unit of cav for sure. Maybe recruit 2 more units of cav. Sword bearer. We should give that to Atelgus. Confident attacker. Bloody. Let's give him the sword bearer. Looks like Rome is sending a reinforcement army over. Let's start training up some more Saxon Hearth, because I know that having Burdigala, we can train up all the cav we need from here, and then from Avaricum, we can train up the archers and Saxon Hearth, and we could do more Saxon Hearth from Samara Brava, and we could start training up all the men we would need for another army. Then we could have 2 armies here, one with Atelgus, one with Kunarad. Okay, looks like they have a Roman army here with the Comita Tensei's first cohort. So we need to go ahead and attack that army first before we besiege Augusta Vindelicorum. Let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Yep, they got 1 Auxilia Palatina and then 1 Comita Tensei's first cohort. The rest are trash troops. They have good upgrades. Good valor. Good armor. Sword upgrades. Okay, just like this. I like this setup. Of course, they're going to be on the very peak of the hill. I would expect nothing less. There we go. Now we got our men going up. Charge. Whoops. Charge. Charge. Charge here. 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 Run from behind. Now I'm going to get all my archers to reposition. And the warlord's going to come here. These cav. I'm going to charge straight down the slope. General's going to charge straight down the slope. These cav need to get over on the flank. And then I'm going to bring my other unit down. Yep. Now come up this direction and hit from behind. Just like so. Beautiful. Okay, hit the Auxilia Palatina. Beautiful. Charge here, 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 here. And then charge down the slope. Charge into the Limitagne. Halt. Got a beautiful route there. Finish off the archers. You got 1 unit of Federati left. Okay, archers halt. Looks like they're running. Charge the Auxilia Palatina then. You guys come in from behind. War cry. See if we can get a massive rout going here. Do some fire arrows. See if that'll do anything. Shaking, wavering. There they go. Rout. Shouldn't need any more fire arrows from here, but we'll shoot one more volley. Okay, we're good. Halt. I don't want any more friendly fire. Good. The Auxilia Palatina are running. Okay, we'll finish them off with the Saxon Hearth. What about these 2 units of cav? I need to try to kill something with them. I can at least chase down the rest of the routing men. Here we go. I'll leave the rest up to the archers. Finish off those guys. And then you guys come down front. Now my general cav. We're about to finish off everybody. These guys are shaking. They're probably about to rout, hopefully. There they go. That's the victory. This has turned into a massacre. I'll take it. Now all my archers fire. That should finish off the rest of them. There goes the arrows. Beautiful. There they go. Beautiful. That's that. Let's go. 1700. We can't retrain our calf here, though, I don't think. Got 4 more turns until we can. We can at least retrain all of our infantry. I need to take out this army here. Actually, maybe I can take them out with just my cav. And then retrain them, the cav, in this city. Might be a good idea. Go ahead and put our spy in. Nice, that worked. Let's go ahead and hopefully the gate... Oh, the gates are broke open. Let's go. Let's go ahead and take this city. Yo. I ain't sponsored, but I love 7 Brew. And if you guys like coffee like I do, you guys have to try 7 Brew. I don't know if you guys have a 7 Brew where you're at in the U.S. I don't know if 7 Brew even has any franchises outside the U.S., but they are some of the best coffee. It's the best coffee company, in my opinion. Oh, yes. I got the Blondie. I've always had a preference for blondes. But no, the Blondie is caramel and vanilla. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Just like so. Turn these guys on skirmish. Now they'll run. And now these guys are running down the hill. They're going to get shot in the back. And then charge. Beautiful. Oh yeah, now halt. Beautiful. It's an easy kill. Beautiful. Easy. 2 casualties. I think I have more friendly fire than I did casualties. Okay, take the settlement. Occupy. Yeah, let's destroy Donar. We could do the High King's Hall first. We don't even have the the ability to train up levies yet, unfortunately. Maybe we retrain levy here and send 1 unit of levy down. That way we'll automatically have a garrison, even if it's just 1 unit. And from here, let's send our spy up. What has he got here? Just 1 command star. Just a bunch of levies. Nothing special. Should be able to go straight for the Burgundy capital, baby. Let's go ahead and train up some more men. Of course, of course. Get some more archers. We're going to train up another army for my boy Wernick, or Wernicke, however you ever say his name. Let's bring our navy back down to Avaricum. Retrain our navy. Beautiful. Can't we disband this army? 2 units will join. 7,000. Let's do that. That's 1 less rebel army I have to fight. We've got a general here, but I don't think he's got a decent trait. I mean, it's not great. Axe Bitten isn't the best trait. I could train up another army with him. There's 2 levies there as of now. 2 here. My public order is pretty good across all my settlements, to be honest. Okay, let's send 2 more units from this levy here to join Campus Chatti. Then we'll have 3 there. We can send these 2 up and retrain them. Beautiful. It's all coming together. Can't recruit an assassin just yet. Wouldn't hurt to have another spy hanging around. Wouldn't hurt to have another diplomat as well. We're finally at the point where we're doing really good on income, so I'm not concerned with just splurging on a bunch of random stuff. That could become helpful later. Let's go ahead and quick save and end the turn. Here's the spy. Bring him down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, instead of sending my injured cav to fight this army, because if I send my injured cav from this army here to fight this rebel army, I'm going to not have enough movement space to bring them back into the city and retrain them this turn. So instead, let's just take this general here. He has 1 command star already, but just taking him to deal with this army might actually be good. I don't know. We're going to try. Probably not going to get a command trait for this, but I just want to get rid of these guys, man. I've been tired of looking at them. Let's move all of our infantry forward. They might be in range of the enemy's Pila, but at least they're in shield wall. They'll take less casualties that way. Move my general up. Walk him up. Want to move my cav in, but not too close. Beautiful. Taking missile damages or missile casualties already. Let's charge 2 at the Veterani and 1 at the Spear Warband. Now that they're engaged, we'll bring them out of shield wall. And then let's bring the general up. Bring the cav down. Let's charge here with the cav. And engage the archers, of course. Now let's engage his cav with my Saxon Hearth. And then we'll chase down the routed units with our general. There we go. We lost some of our cav there, but it was worth it. There we go. That's that. Took several casualties when it comes to cav, but it was worth. Moving back into the city. We retrain. Another unit of Hearth. Another unit of Hearth. How much Hearth is that? 3 units, 4 units, 5, 6, 7. We could do, actually, let's do cav here, cav here. We'll do 1 more archer here. 1 more Hearth at Alamani. And that should be all the Hearth that I need. So that'll be 8 Hearth. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Hearth. And then, of course, 2 cav training. That'll be 3 cav. And then I can train 1 more cav. And then start getting a couple units of Chosen Axemen. Let's bring these 4 units of cav up here. Retrain them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the general in the city here. Then we'll do this right here. That'll work. That is all my men retraining. Beautiful. Move all the Saxon levies in. Recruit 1 more Saxon levy. Okay, come up here. I think I'm going to bring... Actually, I think I'm going to bring this guy over. Can I recruit Golden Band? Yes, I can. Let's create a unit of Saxon Hearth. Move that guy in. Okay, now we move our army out. Let's move them right up here. We have a diplomat here now, so we can bring him down. Bring this diplomat over. More Saxon Hearth. Do a unit of archer. Can't really do anything else yet. Kind of out of funds. Let's send this unit of mercenary Golden Band up to join Mercury, or however you say his name. All right, let's take care of this rebel navy. Clear defeat. What? Yo, that's crazy. This, gosh, Nautical Expert and Seamaster, I cannot lose this general. This guy's crazy on the ocean. All right, I'm going to scratch making the Saxon Hearth here just yet. Just so I can make it here instead. That'd be more beneficial. Can't escape, so I'm just going to have to do that battle. Let's hide our navy up here so it can't actually get destroyed. What is that? Just 1 unit of archer? Okay. Quick save. This would be a perfect opportunity to get a trait with this guy. So in order to get traits or command ancillaries or any kind of ancillary as a general, the army that your general is commanding has to be at a deficit, like at a 2-to-1 being outnumbered ratio in order to pull off a heroic victory or a good victory, which will be way more likely chance that you get traits. So by taking this small unit of 53 cav against a unit of 160 archers, I'm outnumbered 3 to 1 technically, even though I'm just destroying these archers. So hopefully I get a trait from this. Yeah, that's a kind of a way you can manipulate, especially on very hard difficulty, because without command stars, command traits and stuff, like your army is so weak compared to enemy armies. Without command stars or ancillaries, you're going to be at such a disadvantage on very hard battle difficulty. I did not get a trait there. That sucks. Moving back in. 4 cav down here. Let's go ahead and besiege this settlement. Nice. Do one more unit of Saxon Hearth. I don't know if I'm going to do any Chosen Axemen in this army. I don't think I will. Let's move my general into the city. Save successful. Let's go ahead and deal with this army. If I deal with this army now, I'm not going to have enough movement points to make it to Campus Burdigala. So I'm actually going to go toward the city. If he comes back toward my capital, I should be able to deal with him. If he pursues me, I'll deal with him with my main army. Let's do that. There we go. Made it into the city. I'm going to make an assassin. Let's do that. I have an assassin there. Win the turn on that. We got attacked. What has he got? Okay. Nothing too scary there. What about this army? That's the army that has the first cohort. We don't have our cav with us, so this could be a little bit tricky, but since my army is mainly fully like valored up, weapon, armor upgraded Saxon Hearth, I'm not as concerned. But without my cav, I am going to have to be a little more careful. Okay, I'll go with this. Now, I'm going to rush him because he's got a reinforcement army coming. The faster that I get up there and take care of his main army, the more likely they are to rout before the reinforcement army gets here. If I have to deal with everybody all at once, it's going to be a little tougher. Not that I couldn't do it, but let's divide and conquer. Well, they're already divided, but they'll be easier to conquer while they're divided. Are they just going to stand there? No, they better run back. Let's run forward with our men. That's a little too much. Pause. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our men off of shield wall. Then I'm going to have to play and make this quick. Charge. Charge here. Charge. Charge. War cry. Charge. Charge here. And we'll bring our axemen up like so. These guys are on war cry. So let's run forward. For some reason they're still in shield wall. And these guys off shield wall. Okay, let's do fire arrows. Just like so. And these guys up like so. Go double speed. War cry. Here we go. Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm just super hyper focused here. Okay, now I have the ability to clear out. Starting to cause a mass rout here. That's good. Let's run forward. Charge the Limitanye. Charge the Federati. Charge the archers. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, we can pull away with our Saxon Hearth here. There we go. Take all of our archers off of fire arrows and off of fire at will. Reline them up. Okay, come in here. War cry. Charge the rear. I don't want any of these guys to escape if I can help it. Let's charge the archers just to get the route. Charge these guys. What are you doing? Okay. Get in here. Charge the committenses. Got a massive route now. So let's do this. Reline up. Come back. Jeez. Okay. War cry. These guys are going to get destroyed. A lot of those guys were able to escape, unfortunately. Line up. And charge them from the rear.
The enemy flee from the field like frightened goats. Hunt them down and
okay. Now the least we can do is set up a line here. Like so. Bring our archers forward. Turn them on fire at will. And then, of course, the chosen axeman can go on the flank. Now I've got to do cleanup duty. Charge forward. There we go. You guys come up this direction. Charge here. Massive route. Archers. Halt. Jeez. It's too much fire at will. Here we go. Got the route. Beautiful. 3 units or 7 units of the Limitania right here. That's hilarious. If these 14 chosen axemen would stop running, they could literally destroy these 7 Limitania. That's hilarious. Have you ever seen something like this? So they're the only enemy that's left on the battlefield, and some reason my chosen swordsmen are like, oh no, us 14 chosen axemen, rather than swordsmen, can't take on 7 Limitania. No, never. That's hilarious. This is it, folks. Here they go.
This is no longer a battle. This is
yeah, I would route too.
No.
Let's see what the stats are.
The enemy are in full flight and the victor.
Let's go, baby. I about just broke my... Jeez, I about just spilt my coffee and about broke my headphones. Occupy! Actually, hold up. Yeah, that's not going to give us a whole lot. Let's just occupy. Colonia Agrippina. Should we do shipwright? $8.99. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Campus Chatti. We need to do a farm. Yes, sir, brother. Okay, well, that's all of our construction. Now, this guy doesn't want to come after me, apparently. That's okay. I'll take that. What experience would these have? 2 experience chevrons. Well, he would have to clear out this rebel army first to even get to us. Yes. Let's go ahead and besiege this, should we? That's going to be 1,200. I'm going to recruit these guys. Just because if I don't, then the enemy will. Oh, nice. And I got the mercenary captain. That was worth it right there. 100%. Let's besiege the city. We'll do saps. Just like that. We have besieged the Burgundian capital. Let's bring our mercenary golden band up. Retrain. And now, I have an assassin. A natural born assassin at that. Can we kill this assassin from the Burgundy? Oh, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. And we got the trade increase. Now he's got 3 subterfuge. Oh, that's 27% chance likelihood that I could kill that guy with 3 subterfuge. That's huge. Hopefully I could make that happen. We'll see. So we do have a rebel army here we need to take care of. Let's bring these guys up for retraining. Another rebel army spawned, unfortunately. We'll have to handle them next turn. Retrain these guys up. That's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Saxon Hearth. 1, 2, 3, 4 Cav. So that's all 4 of our Cav. 10 Saxon Hearth, 3 archers, 4 Cav. Perfect. That's this guy's army completed. Bring our Cav in. What's left in this army? Literally hardly nobody. Let's go ahead and train up farms. Retrain our archers. Recruit a levy. We got the Soothsayer. No, he already had that, didn't he? I think he did. Untouched by Fear. 3 traits to morale. Or 3 points to morale from traits and ancillaries. That's killer. Heck yeah, brother. Now we can move our army out from here, can't we? And then hire up a levy there. Okay. What if we do this? How far will that take me? I'll be in the blue. But with this Saxon levy there, I should be back in the green. Yep. Well, that's the completed army there. Let's go ahead and move down. I don't think I want to move down into Spain just yet. Let's go to Arles. Just like so. Do we have a spy? We do not have a spy. We do have our armies training here for Kunrad. Yeah, we've got a lot done in this part, guys. We've got another army training up for Kunrad here in Avaricum, Samara Breva, and of course Burdigala. And then of course we've got our faction heir. We just took Vindelicorum. And we've got this army pushing down to Mediolanum. And then, of course, after we take Arles with our faction leader here, we'll be taking Massilia. And then we'll be pushing into Rome, brother. And, of course, we have another army training up for Wernicke. We've got another army training up for Mercui. I think I'm going to take Mercui, if that's how you pronounce his name. Mercui. I'll take his army across to Londinium and start conquering all of England and the Celts. And then, of course, the army here with Kunrad. I'll take him into Spain, brother. And once we take Mediolanum, I'll probably bring the guy from Massilia here, Atelgus. I'll probably bring him back to help conquer Spain. And then, of course, the faction heir from Mediolanum will go down to Ravenna and Rome. And then I've got my army here. Well, I'll have 2 armies eventually with these guys. After I take Lombardy, I'll be training up plenty, splitting these guys in 2. And then I can move them down to start conquering all of the East. And of course, I'll probably have a 3rd family member eventually to add to that. But I've got armies all over. We're finally making a ton of progress in the Saxon campaign. Killing it on very hard. Didn't expect I'd do that good on very hard, considering I've never did very hard difficulty when it comes to battles. I've always did very hard campaign difficulty, but not the very hard battle difficulty. But it all just depends, I found, on your general's command stars. It really plays a huge part. That's got to be it on this part of the Saxon campaign. You guys don't forget to go vote on those polls. Make your voice known. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, there's more campaign content below. And also, if you want some Rome Total War advice, click this playlist here. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. God bless.